You may remember me as Dr. J, the new horribly shaven flavor.
Shaven flavor, yes. Today, guys, with Dr. J here, of course, it means it's time to move on to the next video game in this trilogy, Mass Effect 2. So, Dr. J,
Yes.
how would you describe the story of Mass Effect 2? Tell us the basic plot.
I'm actually kind of disappointed about it.
Really?
Yes, essentially, it's about building a team to stop evil monsters that are working for the Reapers, and you don't see much of these evil minions of the Reapers, the Collectors. It's mainly just building a team and making them loyal to you.
You know,
Needing more Collectors. That's pretty much all I'm saying.
well, the basic, yeah, as he said, the basic story is, as Shepard, you, after the big attack on the Citadel and everything, you are now just tasked with just getting rid of the Geth. And really, there's no point to it, because we all know that the Geth aren't really the main threat in this war. It is the Reapers, but the Council has buried it all under red tape, thought that...
Wait, what? Seriously?
Yeah.
After what happened at the end with the whole attack thing?
Yeah, they just...
That thing I don't think we covered.
They said that Sovereign was just a very advanced Geth.
Be right back. Got some killing to do.
No, it's just the politics of the matter.
Big guards with big guns.
Okay, so you're just out to get the Geth, then your ship is attacked and destroyed.
And you die. The end. Goodbye.
You know, for all the times you told me to get out in the last review, you're certainly really getting out in this review. Anyway, so your ship is basically destroyed and Shepard is left stranded in space.
And you die.
And you basically die, but then this facility, or this organization I should say, called Cerberus.
Alright, Martin Sheen. Forgot all about that.
Yeah. Cerberus resurrects you because Cerberus is really the only organization that believes Shepard about the Reapers and is trying to prevent their return. So they do everything they can to bring you back as, of course, once again, Commander Shepard. So I don't know what else they bring you back as.
The facility you rebuilt in gets attacked.
So you have to wake up! Wake up! Hey! Knock it off. And so, as then you get out from the facility, meet a couple of characters.
Meet the token black guy, Jacob.
And the really attractive chick, Miranda.
Yep. Who she kills a red shirt in. Yeah, she kills a red shirt. Just the door opens, bam, it's like, holy crap, what are you doing? Because you didn't know the dude was a traitor. Then, yeah, she's British.
A red shirt that was a turncoat?
Nice.
Anyway, so then you are tasked with building a team in order to prevent the Reapers from coming and stopping the Collectors.
Now, one thing this game has is 2 discs. On the first disc, you collect your first group of people from Garrus, who was in the first game. Mordrin, he's a scientist who's awesome. He sings in it.
I'm sorry, I know that was important, but you performed Gilbert and Sullivan?
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
He does Gilbert and Sullivan. He's the perfect model of a Solarian scientist.
The guy's awesome. He's just a Solarian who's a scientist, but he can also shoot somebody in the face if he has to.
There's it.
Oh, come on. She's not that scary.
Yes, she is.
She's just bald and she has lots of tattoos. And she can basically destroy anything. But, you know, Jack isn't that scary.
We're talking about the same person here, right?
I think so. Is there another bald tattooed lady half naked in this game?
No, don't think so, but she's scarier than...
So you never went down to the basement to have a nice chit chat with her, did you?
Not really. Just to blow up her old place she was experimented on, turned into a super soldier, crazy chick.
Which was a cool story. Anyway.
Yeah, it was, actually.
And then there's the then you meet Tally again, and you get her back on your team. And Tally, I should have said this, but Tally is one of my favorite characters. Then there's
Well, it's Mordin and Miranda are mine.
yeah, they're all of these guys are really good characters that you really get to know and love. And as Dr. J said, the story is basically you get in this team of specialists in order to take out the collectors. See, the reason I like Tally is just she's, her entire background is so unique. The Quarians, this technological advance, these creatures who were forced out of their homes and forced to live in outer space.
By the all-familiar flashlight heads.
Yes, all because of the gas that they created.
Yes. Then tried to kill.
Shouldn't they have seen any human movies? Whenever you make a race of machines, they're gonna turn against you. Actually, technically, they fired against them first. But anywho,
they revolted before the humans came on the galactic sea.
True enough. But anywho, they I like Tally because she's just such a smart, energetic, and fun character, and you never really get to see her face. But I really like Tally.
Mask adds a whole mysterious air to the species.
And she's just very well voiced.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
The reason I like Margarine is because he's hilarious. He's not that great in when it comes to fighting, but he is hilarious. You see, the Solarians have a high metabolism, making them live only up to about 40, and it usually just takes them a lot longer to process things than most species.
So they got to think fast. Got to be super fast, or else they're gonna go to get some coffee. No, don't get this guy coffee, or else it'll explode. Anyway,
coffee's a good idea right now. Be right back.
What? Get back here!
But the coffee
can wait. Gosh, unprofessional. Anyways, what other characters in there that you like? Like, there's some of them that are kind of forgettable, like the new Asari.
Samara was pretty boring.
She was pretty forgettable. Like, the thing though that each one of these characters will have is each one of them has a specific mission that
called a loyalty mission,
yes.
which pretty much means if they'll survive at the end or not, literally.
Yes, you will. It's the way you can go and earn their loyalty. And if you do it right, because if you do it wrong, then they'll just be like, "Fine, I'm here, but I don't really trust you." And so it's all, and all of them are really good because each one of them has a mission that gets you more in tune with each of these characters. You get to learn more about them, and you get to really grow attached to your crew. And then the end of the game, if you don't do things right,
they die.
They die.
Some of them get boiled alive.
Some of your favorite characters they could be.
They also get processed, like pureed.
Yeah.
Like a fruit smoothie.
If you don't do it right,
I hope somebody's drinking a fruit smoothie right there, because I hope that they lost their appetite as well. Because you might be drinking a human.
Some of your favorite characters might die if you don't do things right in this game, and that actually really gets you motivated with you don't want to screw up. Because if you screw up, they could die.
Because you can't deny, these 3 games, you can't help but get emotionally involved in the characters.
I mean,
because they're just that well written.
The only way I can
Except for
see
it.
Yeah, they really know how to jack up the intensity in this game.
That was a crappy pun.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I have a jack in the box.
One more pun. You know they tested that on Mythbusters and it doesn't work, right?
I feel sorry for the guy who tested that. Anyways, and so yeah, you can't help but get attached to. The only way I can think of not getting attached to these characters is to never talk to them. Take the first option out whenever you're talking.
Yeah, or just like Samara and just plain, not really interested.
Yeah, but and they take certain unique characters that you wouldn't think they'd go that far, like Legion. which is
which is a flashlight head.
a geth. Yeah, you
Yes.
get a geth on your team. These creatures, they're these synthetics who you were shooting left, right, and center in the first game. You got one on your team now, and he's awesome because you really get to see things from the geth point of view and realize that they're not just the evil robots that turned bad. They are actually, almost living beings of their own right.
Yeah, they're two different factions: the actual Geth and the Geth heretics. Geth heretics worship the Reapers.
Yeah, and so she just, I don't know. Every one of these characters does a good job. Like, and then there's like Grunt.
Yeah, Grunt. He was literally born when you pick him up. He was bred in a tank. He was.
So you're playing with him. He's like,
no, Grunt's too badass for that. You just,
right.
That's what you get for making fun of Grunt.
I was making a joke. I don't have anything against the character.
Yeah, but it's Grunt. You don't joke about Grunt. Samara and Jack you can joke about. Same thing with Jacob.
Yes.
And some of the other characters.
Yeah, some of the other cases.
Not Grunt.
But you know what? I think maybe some people might be more attracted to those characters than we were. They're all a range of characters for everyone's personalities.
Like Miranda. When she first joins the crew, she's like a total ice queen. Then she asks for help for helping her twin sister.
And you understand
Turns
why she's
out,
an ice queen.
Because not only is she this really attractive woman, but
she was
she's
made
also
that way because of her father.
She wasn't born, she was created, and her twin sister is actually younger than her, and she kidnapped her twin sister and put her in her new family.
Anyway, we're getting into the little bit of the spoilers, but I think we tied a little too long, but almost all of these...
I spoiled the first one.
Whatever.
At least try to spoil her.
Anyway, all of the characters are well integrated. Now, for the combat of this game, it's been changed. Because the first game, you could not run out of ammo. You'd be like,
you could just continually shoot.
overheat.
Yeah, the gun would overheat. And then you just wait for it to cool down, and then you just start firing again.
Yeah, which, it was okay, but I felt that sometimes in that game, your gun didn't necessarily need to be on target. Like, you could just fire in that general... As long as your circle was on the person, it was going to destroy it. Where in this game, the bullets feel like they're actually hitting and where you aim in the certain places. And, you get ammo.
Yeah.
And which is...
Yeah, pretty much all the weapons have been upgraded so that when they overheat, you just slap the sides. This thing that was a thermal clip will pop out, just toss in another thermal clip, and it just works.
And also the powers of each individual's characters, I think, is easier to use. Because it was a little too hectic for me in the other game. There's so many different options and all these different characters.
In the first one, you could just use one, use the other, use another. Out of power, it's time to shoot people. In this one, there's a cooldown period so that when you use one power, you have to wait before you can use the others.
It makes it more flowing combat, I say, because it's easier to use to slow down. Oh, okay, you attack here, I'm going to do this, and then boom, 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 and then you start firing again. And so
on the first one, you have them do that. On the first one, you have them do that power, that guy do that power, you do that power. Blah, 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 blah.
The only things that I don't have that much problem with the combat. The only thing is whenever you need to hop over a step or something, you have to take cover first. Like, you can't just have your person walk up and walk over. They'll have to hide behind it and then go over it. Then hide behind another one and then go over it. That's a little annoying.
Now, one major complaint I have about this game is that there's too many characters. Like, honestly, how many times did you use a character after you got him? Like, you get a set of characters from the first disc, and you just use them throughout the rest of the game.
I think that...
I rarely use characters from the second disc.
I think that my main ones that I would always use, I would use Tally and Miranda were my first two that I usually would take. Then Garrus and Morden would be my second two options that I would go for. And then Grunt. But the others I didn't really use.
Yeah, Grunt and Garrus and Miranda were my first choices.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much my only choices.
But I guess,
Until I got Legion.
Oh, yeah, Legion too.
Come on, how can you not count out Legion?
Yeah, I always forget him. But, yes.
Come on.
I mean, you gotta use Legion too, because you know his name's based off of a Bible character, not character, but of demons. But
another thing interesting about Legion is that he has your armor strapped to his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of creepy though, but
You don't really know why
awesome.
in the second game.
He never explains it.
Hey guys, I just want to mention this quickly. While editing this video, I noticed throughout the entire video, either Dr. J or I mentioned Thane. And I cannot believe that because he was one of my favorite characters in the game. If I had to go back in time and say what my top characters were, it definitely would be Tally and most of the time Miranda. But it'd be Thane after that, and Thane and Garrus after that, then Legion, then Grunt. So I just want to bring that up there. I cannot believe, because I know somebody might have pointed that out, that we didn't mention him because he's an assassin. His species, the Drell, is a very unique species. He's just a really awesome character, so I wanted to get that in there.
I missed the Mako. It's God. Completely.
No more Mako.
There's still ground travel. There's still like a tank thing if you have the internet though, which Lazy Dude doesn't.
Yeah, I don't
Fight
get.
him for it.
I don't have internet, so I don't get any downloadable content like the Geth Pulse rifle or.
No, the Geth Pulse rifle is in the game.
Oh well, I guess I just didn't find
You
it.
don't get the Geth Pulse shotgun.
That was it.
Or Saeed.
Okay.
Kasumi.
All right.
Project Overlord.
Oh, all right.
Lair of the Shadow Broker.
Okay, we get it.
Arrival.
All right.
Project Firewalker.
We get it. Okay. I don't have the internet, so I don't get all
And
this
you're a
other
gamer
stuff.
to get screwed over by it.
Yes, I'm getting screwed because I don't have the internet. I'm trying to make a song about that. But anyways. But, you know, the Mako, even though I wasn't that big of a fan of it for the first game, it is kind of a miss here because I wanted them to improve on the Mako. That's what I wanted. But instead, to get resources, you have to just... You fly over... Your ship goes over a planet and you shoot probes at it. You literally probe a planet. So...
I like it when you probe Uranus.
I was gonna say that. Anyways, so, but it's just you do that to get all these materials, so then you can afford upgrades to your ship. Because if you go throughout the entire game and not buy upgrades to your ship,
People die.
when you go into the whole thing is you're trying to get all this stuff to prepare yourself to go to the Omega 4 relay. You know?
Which no one's come back from.
Yes. People go in there, they die. So nobody wants to go in there.
Wonder why. Do you think there's like constant Justin Bieber music playing?
I shudder at the thought.
That's worse than Jack.
So then, you're preparing all this stuff, but if you don't upgrade your ship and don't make it better, you're going to be like, okay, Commander, we've just reached a... Holy fuck! I mean, you're going to die so quick. And if you don't, most of your crew will. You'll just be stuck with Jack and Jacob. So
You had to use Jack, didn't you?
yes.
I hate you.
Well,
But overall, between the Mako and the Firewalker, the Hammerhead that you get in the Firewalker pack is better to play as, but just can't take the abuse of the Mako. Like, 3 hits, you're dead. Running into things, you have a chance of dying. That's how you fought in the Mako. You ran into things.
true enough, those big
Pow!
Geth things shooting at you, you run them over, back up, shoot, shoot, shoot.
Yes.
Run them over, back up, shoot, shoot,
That's
shoot.
how you fought in them.
And I don't like the getting resources as much in this, and you have to, or else you're gonna die. But it's just boring. It's like, okay, all right, I'm gonna throw that probe there, that probe there. Okay, now the planet's resources are low. Go to another planet. There we go. Now find more resources. I already have too much of that resource. I don't want that one. Okay, now there we go. There
And then he
it's-
went to probe Uranus.
Okay, it's not funny if you do it the second time.
It is for me.
Alright, then, so, yeah, that's kind of a disappointment. But the entire Normandy itself, its revamp is...
Yeah, because
And-
it got destroyed.
Yes,
So
so
you
you're
got a new one.
Normandy
It's shiny!
.2.1. No. 1.2, or is it
2.0.
2.0. That's it. That's the one I was thinking. Okay, I'll just talk
Punching a
about.
politician, punching a reporter again.
Oh, why? You know,
Hey, she runs a smear campaign against you. She deserves it. Go punch the reporter.
Fine. Give me a second.
Sources claim you were at the heart of the Presidium during the Battle of the Citadel. It's fair to say the course of the battle hinged on your words. If true, you told Admiral Hackett to abandon the Destiny Ascension,
I've
sacrificing...
had enough of your disingenuous assertions.
No, that was kind of satisfying. Anyways,
Just wait till the third one. It gets a whole lot better.
okay. So Cerberus, the facility that grabbed you, is run by this
Martin
person-
Sheen.
Yeah, this guy called the Elusive
Nope,
Man,
it's Martin Sheen.
who is played by Martin Sheen.
Nope, he is Martin Sheen.
No, it's the Elusive
It's
Man.
Martin Sheen.
I know it's Martin Sheen, but it's called the Elusive Man.
I don't care, it's Martin Sheen.
Anyway, so the whole game, you're not really sure if you trust this guy or not. I mean, he...
After all, Cerberus is a pro-human, don't care about anything else as long as it helps humanity. Terrorist research,
You
Business
basically, you
corporation.
killed a bunch of Cerberus guys in the first game.
yes.
So,
Because they're making a super soldier.
yeah, so you're not... They made
Also-
Captain America?
Also,
Mm-hmm.
in a reference to the history, if you're a sole survivor, Cerberus was responsible for attacking your team.
I didn't know that.
I did.
So yeah, so Cerberus is kind of, you're up in the air about this, and it's kind of hard to see why you'd fully trust the guy that looked like that. You know,
He's so trustworthy though. Like, you can... I know I made this joke with Saren, but you could like walk in, have him like wait outside of a store, come back, he'll be sitting in our car, it's like, oh hey, nice car, where did you get it? He's like, it's not my car, it's your car. And it won't be no beater too, it'll be like a brand new car. He's that trustworthy in my opinion.
I don't trust people with glowing eyes unless it's Superman or Cyclops.
He's trustworthy.
We'll see if you're right about that. So the collectors, they're kind of in this game, but for the most part, you're not exactly fighting them.
They're the end
Yes.
and the middle, pretty much.
The beginning, the middle, and the end. Not the very beginning, but actually no, it's kind of like a quarter in the way. They're a quarter, the middle, and the end. Besides that, you don't really face them. I wish
They're
the
like these massive humanoid bug-like people.
Yeah, I wish they were kind of elaborated on more.
And I'm not gonna lie, even though you barely see them in the series, they're my favorite villains.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're just so awesome in my opinion.
Well, yeah. The thing is that I wish they were in there more because I really wish we got to understand the characters more rather than them. It's hard for them to feel fully like the villains when they're not throughout the whole story. You know, they're in there, but they're not the main thing you're fighting.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait for the Mass Effect movie, like the animated one.
Oh yeah.
Just the collectors are the villains in that,
Cool.
even though it is about James Vega. You're gonna skip it just because I said James Vega, aren't you?
Right. I remember you said that. I did not care for that guy, but that's the third movie. Or game. Third game. That's the third video game. So we don't need to talk about that right now. Is there anything that you found really bothersome with Mass Effect 2?
Just too many characters for sure. For one, lack of the Mako, and the textures still load slowly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you can just be standing there, and the textures will go blurry, then they'll go clear again.
Yeah. For me though, yeah, I think I've already mentioned my problems with the cover system. While it was easier to move behind cover than it was in the first game, it was like sometimes you didn't want to go behind cover and you did, for me, and then you couldn't crawl over something without going behind
Need
cover.
to go behind cover in this game though. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
not optional.
It's
If
a
you-
cover-based
Yeah,
game.
if you stand out,
Period.
you're dead. Ain't gonna take long. And I guess it's a bye show now.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
It's a zombie!
I remember the click means you have no bullets.
Be right back. Wait. Throw a punch!
Lasers don't run out.
There's very little ER in this game.
So,
Exactly. I don't like her, remember?
I remember, but I still don't know why. So once again, though, the main thing about Mass Effect is, of course, choice. That's their main selling point. The choices that you make in the game will affect things. And I think they kind of, not improved, per se, but they
added extra features to it.
Yeah, they added
interrupts.
Yes, there will be a part during a clip that a symbol will flash. Either the Paragon symbol or the Renegade symbol. The Paragon you will help a person out, and the Renegade you will stab a guy in the back with an electric fork.
I remember that.
That was awesome.
That was a good time.
I did it when my guy was Paragon. I don't care. Just take a break.
Good night.
That was awesome.
It was.
Archangel's got quite a surprise waiting for him. But that means no more waiting for me. Gotta get her back to 100% before Terek decides he needs her again.
You're working too hard.
But the Paragon stuff are good too, because your character will then comfort someone who's in need, or calm someone down who is going through a tough time.
You move in close. I'll keep the Colossus busy. Maybe even drop its shields. Look, you'll be able to finish it off.
You've done enough, Rieger. You don't need to throw your life away.
Wasn't asking your permission. My job is to keep Tally safe.
We don't have enough people on our side for you to take one for the team. Stand down.
I'm not going to stand there while you run into enemy fire. They killed my whole squad.
And if you want to honor your squad, watch my back. I need you here in case they bring reinforcements.
All right, Shepard. We'll do it your way. Hit him for me.
And the Paragon, both of those add options to it. The only thing is with this game is you really need to choose to either be Paragon or Renegade, because that's the only way you'll be able to influence conversations. Like there'll be blue or red options whether you're Paragon or Renegade.
And that is needed.
Yes.
Because after 2 loyalty missions, some teams will argue. Like
And-
Miranda will argue with Jack. Tally will argue with Legion.
There will be
Honestly,
conflicts
who would
between your
side
team,
with Legion?
and you will need one of them to calm them down. But the thing is, it feels like you have to either be Paragon or Renegade, where you can't really just make the choices that you would want. Because sometimes there'll be a Paragon choice that I'd rather do the Renegade, but my guy is Paragon, so I have to do the Paragon choice.
Because you just aren't intimidating enough.
Well, what I mean is, I have to do that's not what I meant. I meant, like, I feel like I have to do it all Paragon or all Renegade, all my choices. Otherwise, my meter won't be high enough to get the
when it's
influential
actually
choices.
important.
Yeah, exactly.
During the arguments between teammates.
Exactly. So it doesn't feel like I'm fully making all the choices that I would want to make.
You have to pick sides.
Yes.
So also I pick Miranda and Legion. He will pick
Tally.
and
Actually, no, I calmed Tally down. And I chose Miranda, so Jack got pissed off at me. So that's probably not a smart idea to get her pissed. But anyway,
just
I got
as a
her
side
killed.
note, it is easier to go back and calm them down than to end it there during the initial argument.
But nevertheless, the entire overarching stories and choices that you can make are just as influential as the first game, and just as big and epic, and the romance, no matter what you choose,
Has been expanded.
Yes, before it was only like
3
or
people.
it was 2 characters
Well,
you
2
could choose.
technically, because
What?
in the first one there's only a total of 3 options, but
No.
it'll be taken down to 2 because
There was-
it was blocked by gender.
Right, yes. It was
In this game, it's like
it was either boy, girl. There's a boy character and a girl character. If you're a girl, you go for the boy. If you're a boy, you go for the girl. And then there was Liara, who wasn't exactly either, but looked like a girl. Yes,
be right back up. We are sorry hunting. Oh.
They have a commando unit.
So I'm gonna
You
take
have a
commandos.
handgun.
Hey,
They will cause a.
I literally went through multiple stages in this game with only the handgun.
Yeah, but they will cause a warp inside your belly and cause you to explode from the inside out because you don't have any armor or shields.
What if I get my own biotic people?
Where are you gonna find them?
Biotics R Us, Craigslist, the internet.
I don't think so.
Craigslist I'm hopeful for. You can get anything on Craigslist.
I don't know.
Dude,
Anyway.
it's Craigslist. There's everything.
Anyway, I don't even remember what we were talking about. Choice.
Yeah, we talked about that.
There's more options.
It went from romance to Craigslist.
Right. So there's more options of what your character, who they can end up with.
And just because you get in a romantic relationship doesn't mean you'll get the achievement too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, there's 3 that you can get into a romantic relationship with and not get achievements.
So for the guys, it's Tally, Miranda,
It.
Oh, or Jack. Oh, and for the girls, it's Garrus,
Dane, Jacob,
and Garrus.
You already said Garrus.
Yeah, well, you said Dane.
Yeah, well,
Dane,
Garrus is just so badass. We should just list him twice every time we mention him.
Sure enough, we didn't even talk about Garrus.
We didn't.
Garrus is the best friend. You know, no matter if you use him a lot, he is
He'll
Shepard's
be there
best friend.
at the bar waiting with 2 beers.
He is one of the most loyal characters you will see in a video game and he's really awesome. You know, he's really. Like, I didn't even think I liked Garrus that much after the first game, but
He
when
is way better in the second one.
when I played the second game,
the first one.
and
awesome in the second.
when I played the second game and Garrus showed up, I'm like, hey, that's Garrus! Wow, I can't believe I'm this excited. You know, it's awesome. So I think we basically covered almost every aspect of Mass Effect 2. It was a great story throughout like that was the thing about Mass Effect, is that they had an awesome story as well as the sci-fi epic, and that's what really I think kept people going to this game.
I bet you $5 that eventually, sometime down the road, it's going to be Mass Effect versus Halo, where it was like Star Trek versus Star Wars.
You think
Well,
they're
like
going to be
the
that type
70s
of stuff?
and 80s.
I'm not sure. They're not that type of. They're not similar in game. But I guess Star Trek
Neither
and
was
Star Wars
Star
are
Trek.
very different too.
Star Trek's better, by the way.
No.
Yes, it is.
Star Wars is better.
Star Trek.
It is Star Wars.
Star Trek.
No way, man.
Star Trek.
Wars is way better than
No way,
Star
man.
Trek.
Okay, picture this: Star Destroyer. Do they shoot from below themselves?
What?
Like, do they have any guns on the bottom of the ship?
No, they have TIE fighters.
Exactly. Federation vessel could easily get under, do so much damage, it's not even funny.
One blast from the Death Star and you're dead.
Oh, come on. Would you seriously take a Death Star against a fleet of ships? No, you're going to take Death Star against the planet.
Yeah. We destroy... The Star Destroyer... the Death Star destroys Earth. Then your entire Federation is done for. They don't have anything. You know, one shot, you're done for.
Yeah, but they can still take the Empire.
Yeah,
and
and Star Trek has slow man-to-man ships, so they wouldn't even be able to fly into that crater like they did in the Star Wars films.
They wouldn't need to. They can just trash into it. You know how many Star Trek captains do that?
They have to get a blast through the hole that's no more than 3 meters wide.
No, they just trash into the cannon, man. Get the cannon and the Death Star's useless.
The cat? You kidding me? That thing would blast you in the sky before you even reached it.
Yeah, but you have to recharge.
What?
Yeah, man. There's a large recharge cycle, don't it?
I don't know. I don't think so. It was firing at ships in the 6th movie like every a few minutes.
Still, Star Trek has better characters.
Oh, please.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Han Solo.
Han Solo.
What?
Hey, Han Solo, Han Solo. They literally spell the same, dude.
Wait, is his real first name Hans?
Yeah.
Oh, Star Wars was first, so you copied it.
No, Star Trek was first.
No, Star Wars was way back in like the 60s.
No, it was the 70s.
Well, whatever.
And so was Star Trek.
Star Wars was first.
You know, let's just go and have Wikipedia. Or IMDb.
I
or
don't have
whatever.
internet.
Right.
So Mass Effect 2, I think it's it's probably my favorite story out of the three of them because it's handled so well, and I really like most of the characters on your crew.
It does have some of my favorite characters. Like there's Miranda, there's Grunt, there's Mordrin, Garrus. Plus him twice. He's still awesome. Remember
You
that?
call him Garrus. Whatever.
Still spelled the same as
Alright, so, yeah, I guess that's our review of Mass Effect 2.
Remember,
I'm Lazy99,
I'm Dr. J.
and if I don't like it, it's not worth it.
Unless it's Star Trek.
I didn't say Star Trek wasn't worth it, I just said I liked Star Wars better.
Star Trek's better.
I'm gonna say this once. Get out!
That's my line. You get out.
No, you get out.
You get out.
You get out.
You get out.
I will kick you in the nuts.
I like to see you try.
Be sure to check out more of my other videos on my channel. And wait for more coming soon.
Oh, come on. It's just a little blonde boy. Picard can so kick his ass.
Oh, come on.
Totally. Like,
Yeah, he has the Force. He can use Shadow
Who
Point to
cares?
put a weakness
Friggin'
in you.
blaze
Blow off his
phaser,
bald head. Oh, phaser bounces off the lightsaber.
yeah, well, but in Star Wars, it's just a single small beam. In Phaser, it's concentrated.
Yeah, well, whatever. Come on, he can still block it.
Besides,
Darth Vader put his hand out and blocked blast. He could do that with a phaser, no problem.
and guess what?
What?
Cisco's a Messiah figure.
What?
Yeah,
I don't even know what you said.
Captain Cisco.
Who's
He's
that?
a Messiah figure. He's literally the Messiah figure to the one alien species.
What?
He's like the one alien's Jesus.
Too bad. I don't care.
You can still take Luke.
Oh,
And
please.
Anakin, and well, maybe not Obi-Wan, because Obi-Wan, I mean, come on, we could really take Obi-Wan.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe Qui-Gon Jinn.
Hey, that's Liam Neeson.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, Liam Neeson, like, between Obi-Wan and Liam Neeson, they can just go destroy everything.
Yeah.
Like,
You're making my point for me.